Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to this podcast. I think we're gonna call it the Mark Harsky podcast. It's a pretty good fucking name. You read that. Actually, not sure what to make this title because this topic was asked a couple weeks ago, and now it's kind of like perfect timing for me to talk about it. It's kind of a scary area if I was to make the title involving what has currently happened to a comedian. Not that it's scary because I care, right? Of like what people would say based off of the title, because that girl made that joke about triple X, right? XXX Tentation, and that's been a huge problem for people who were friends with him, or rappers or people in the rap scene and shit like that. And I don't want to put his name in the title to try and like make money or anything or get views off of a death or type shit like that. So I think I'm just gonna make the title of like where I draw the line, where I draw the line on jokes, right? Because I think this question stemmed from me making a lot of jokes about this fucking dude like named Ludwig in one of the videos I was making on 90 Day Fiancé, that he was a midget or whatever. I was just going in. Let me explain why I went in so hard to Ludwig, okay? Because how many episodes of 90 Day Fiancé can you do to where you're just going to say, oh, you're wrong for going to where your boyfriend or whatever is at. That's stupid. That's a bad idea, girl. And it ended up being a terrible idea or whatever, right? Like, obviously, I'm going to focus on the little court jester. And people got mad as shit. They're like, I love Ludwig. Fuck Ludwig, okay? Obviously, I'm totally joking. Everything I say is always on the Wineboxpapi, always a joke, because that's kind of a character, right? Not kind of, it's just me, over the top asshole to an extra extent to get the Wineboxpapi professional asshole that's in the bio, professional asshole type shit, to convey that, I guess. But where I draw the line with jokes is there really is no line at all, right? So there's a huge problem currently, because like, this was actually really, 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 really disappointing to see people speak poorly. I'm not going to be calling out any names or anything like that, because there's people I look up to who are trying to negatively impact this comedian, okay, which is super fucked up. So this girl, this one comedian, made a joke involving, she wasn't making a joke about him, right? It could be, and it was just relatable. It's probably just fresh, new, or whatever. Okay, I don't really know what's going through her mind, but people who knew him or like it, like there's a thing in rap culture, I'm pretty sure, that you don't speak bad about the dead. You don't even speak about the dead. Okay, that's awesome. In your culture, that's great. Fantastic, okay? But now they're trying to, what I'm seeing, this might sound like too deep or something, or if I'm taking it too seriously, but them trying to go against like comedy culture, right? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what's the problem with her using his name in a joke when everybody who's complaining has kept silent for every other person who's been at the butt of a joke that's been dead, but they're only trying to ruin this girl because they have an emotional connection to Triple X. And to me, that's fucking soft, okay? Either keep the same energy with everybody or don't. Like it's not okay to make a joke that involves him or even make a joke about him when she does this professionally. Like, do rappers not... I get that this, like, obviously is not as black and white, right? And obviously, I don't know, it's very hard, especially because I don't have... I don't really need all of the information. All I know is that it's within her rights, right? And she should never... I think... Let me just read what she said really quick. She said, I wasn't trying to hurt anyone's feelings. That's never what I want. I'm a comic and use jokes to try and make dark topics less painful. But I realize not everyone feels that way and don't want anyone to feel badly. It was taken down and won't air on TV. I think... Let me see. Let me try and pick this apart. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm a comic and use jokes to try and make dark topics less painful. But I realize not everyone feels that way. Yeah, okay. I don't think... I think they should air it on TV. I think it shouldn't have been taken down. I don't see a problem with it. Just because people do? Dude, rappers always talk about killing people. Do rappers not talk about like pissing on people's graves and shit like that? Talking about fuck you dead homie and shit like that. Like, are you joking? Like this is really obviously this is a hot water topic, especially when it involves Triple X. And I think that this is what I'm kind of seeing, is that people can't really look at this with an objective mindset, okay? I think the people who are seeing this and they just hear Triple X's name used in a joke, or even if somebody was to make a joke, you can't even respect that that's what people do. Like, why is he not okay to be used? What the fuck? Like, because it was like a year ago? Like, even if it happened last week, what does the time period have to do with anything? It doesn't matter. People make 9/11 jokes, the Boston bombing jokes, and people have been silent. That's what I hate. That's what I hate about human beings, okay? Whenever I have people complain to me about jokes I make, for instance, some fucking mom emailed me telling me that I'm a piece of, that I'm a piece of shit. She loves the way that I talk shit about Nicole. I think she even called it like a fat piece of shit or something in there. She said, I love how you destroy Nicole, but today you used a word that hurts me. You said retarded. You know why she cares? Because her kid has autism, okay? Fucking obviously, look at how you're acting, okay? If it is okay to make fun of somebody else's disability, being obese, and I can't even say the word retarded. Like, there is such a huge problem in today's culture, and I think it's clearly between almost everybody who probably not everybody obviously, but like it's surprising. Now it's getting to the point of where it's disappointing. People, I feel like I really don't want to be naming names here. There's people who complain about being not silenced, but being like demonetized, right? Or not getting, let's just go with demonetized and shit like that for things they say or content they have in their videos, right? And complaining. I'm trying to make this connection here because now that I'm saying it out loud, it kind of seems like I can't really connect it because it's not hypocritical, right? Because it's not hypocritical to, I don't know, because like, you can't like not be complaining. Like, it's totally okay to be complaining about like when I complain about demonetization and stuff, I get it, right? I don't ever really complain. I'm just like, hey, they're now cracking down. If you want to support us, let's do it. But I've seen people kind of get mad at the fact that they're not allowed to post certain kinds of content and that is being demonetized. To me, it's you really can't. You can do whatever you want, but you shouldn't be trying to critique somebody who's, first of all, doing one of the most difficult fucking things. A woman doing stand-up. I'm trying to make points here without getting, I'm not trying to not get in trouble, but I don't want to piss people off because people in this topic, when it involves, I'm going to go with when it specifically involves, from what I've seen, Triple X, they do not think objectively at all. And it feels like I'm kind of bouncing around here a little bit, but it's also just because it is dangerous. And I love Triple X's music, and I love all of his friends' music. But I don't like how, because it was his name that was used in the joke. And I'm sure if it was like, if they used Mac Miller's name or like something else like that, I'm positive people would be pissed as well. But whenever I want to bring it back to the lady who complained about the retard thing, but whenever you get mad about something only because it relates to you, you are the fucking problem. You're a piece of shit. For real. If you can hear a 9/11 joke and be fine with it, and then hate when somebody makes a Triple X joke or a retard joke or anything like that, you're a fucking piece of shit. Oh, it relates to you? Nobody gives a shit, okay? It might sound like I do right now, but this is kind of just to, I don't know. I do obviously want to be bringing this message forward, and I think this is an obvious thing that I obviously think. Do I think I do think people should be able to say whatever they want, right? I think the freedom of speech is very, very important. However, I do think people should live with the consequences, okay? I don't think she should have had any consequences to that joke whatsoever. Like, especially with comedy, especially in today's day and age, with everybody being this PC bitch, like, she should not have taken that down. She should not even have maybe commented on it, but stood up for herself. Like, just because people's feelings got hurt, like a mass amount of people, like, she should have at least known that was possibly going to happen or not. But I think it's just disappointing, especially. But let's go back to the but like, just I want to bring that point. This has happened multiple times before with the retard thing. Okay, people, I keep saying it. I feel like people are getting more. I don't even get why we can't say that fucking word anymore. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. Okay, because you know what we're going to do? We're going to get another fucking word, and then we're just going to use that word. Wow, just like we fucking did before. That's what happens. I don't know if you guys can even see the colors of this thing because it's too bright. Can I switch it up? Oh, no, my phone's not connected to it. Like, oh, no. Yeah, you made that person feel like shit, and I laughed so hard at their expense, but please don't say a word that makes me mad. It's just kind of, it's to me, it's broad and specific at the same time. So where I draw the line with jokes is like, I think to me, it's very, very simple. Okay. So the way she did it, okay, she was not making fun of him dying. She didn't, do you have to go poop poop? You want to go poop, 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 poop? Come here. Come here. Shit in my arms. Okay. So where I would draw the line is if you are specifically just, I don't know, like ripping it. Like this is really hard. So like it's different for different things. Like if she was up there just ripping into him, the death, making fun of that and not, it's just, you can tell if you're doing things maliciously to piss people off on stage, or if you're doing something malicious in a video, that's when it's not okay, right? Hers, it was not malicious. When I say even heinous jokes, they are not malicious. Everybody, for usually, right, for our intent and purpose is to make you laugh no matter what, okay? I can guarantee you I will be in her position type shit, something like that one day, okay? I don't mind. I'm completely ready for it. I completely am accepting of all the consequences that come from what I say. But I think, well, obviously with me, sometimes it is different. And with them, it's like hers, see, with stand-up, like, that was thought out, okay? I thought it was a good joke. I was like, I mean, I didn't laugh, but I was like, okay, that wasn't terrible. It was good. That was a good joke. I think she said something like, Triple X was just, he was gunned down with $50,000 cash on him. I just thought that'd be a really good Venmo commercial. And that made me think, oh, wow, it's really good Venmo. And I was like, it's pretty good. But no, everybody just focused on, oh, she said Triple X. Let's ruin her fucking career. After all the hard work she's put in to get to that position. I don't even know who that is. But if you're on Comedy Central and you're a stand-up comedian, you've put in some fucking work, son. I don't know. Obviously, this and what I'm saying, this might be just all over the place with sporadic thoughts and just, I mean, I don't have an outline. I just kind of talk and see where things go. I'll make fun of anything. Like, I've made dead dad jokes of my dead father. Like, I just can't believe that, especially rappers who say the most heinous shit would at all be against freedom of speech or saying anything. And you could say whatever you want, but I think them making such big points, using their following in a bad way, they're not thinking. And they're just having thousands of people attack this woman for no reason, right? Because they think it's wrong and aren't looking at it objectively. But where I draw the line is I don't. As long as you're not being malicious, like if you're not just, I think there's obviously, and people have commented this before, there's a line, right, that you go on that I feel like I am super, super good as playing with that line of what's okay and what's not. And I think that people are, it's so obvious that what I'm saying is always a joke and just so, it's purposefully ignorant. It's purposefully, everything you see is on purpose type shit, right? Like with this is more of my, obviously more of my actual personality. Those are bursts of quick fun to have you kind of like escape from your day to day. But obviously, I think on stage people still do just say anything to make people laugh, but most of the things are much more thought out, right? Sometimes they'll say things just to get you to laugh that they don't believe in, but a lot of the time things are more thought out. But my huge problem is what this is with this show. I mean, thousands of people saw. I think this is turning more into like talking about other people, but I'm definitely not making the title that, because I don't think it's okay to like it's not me profiting off of somebody's death, but like there's that one YouTuber who, when somebody dies, he does like a Ouija board talking to them. That's fucked up. That type of shit, fucked up. I think I'm just gonna probably. I wonder if that covers it. If it doesn't, let me know. If you guys want me to expand on it more, I'm just trying to see what I can think, like what comes up to me. But I think the maliciousness and the intent, and what I think intent is the most important part of the joke, right? That's it, 100%. And I think this PC bullshit, it will end, because this is not going to work. They will lose. Political correctness will not work. Isn't this always a thing? Isn't this always like the history repeats itself, man? Like, haven't we had this PC craze? God, if I want some of you to, maybe if you're one of the people who maybe has messaged me or has done, like, hey, like people have said to me, like this one girl messaged me once saying, hey, can you not say the word dyke? She's like, I'm a lesbian, that offends me. I'm like, why aren't you saying something about me saying faggot? Like, if I stop saying dyke, then I can't make fun of fag. Like, I can't say fag. I can't say dyke. Then I can't say jokes about, like, what are you, handicapped? Like, I make fun of everybody equally. You see what I'm saying? And of course, words like that are completely, to people, I get that they're offensive, and I get that it's super ignorant to say things like that out loud. I am very aware, and I am very aware there's consequences to these words. Do I think there should be? Fuck no, because they're just words. Grow the fuck up. You know, like nut up a little bit, especially if you take offense to it. Like, I get it. But if you're taking offense to that only because it relates to you, you're a fucking piece of shit. Thank you so much for watching, okay? Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, if you're wrong, not if you're wrong, but if you think I'm wrong, I would love to just hear everybody's point of view. Even if you were one of the people who thought she was super wrong for making that joke, or that her career should be ended, whatever happens to her, she deserves, I've seen people say. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, now I'm just gonna get heated about that. That shit's fucking retarded. Subscribe though. Love you. If you want to support me and my beautiful dog, go over to patreon.com/Wineboxpapi. We have vlogs. I do in my future stand-up. I'm also going to be filming that and putting it there. And we have merch and other things down below if you guys want to check all that shit out. But love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much for listening. It can be listened to literally anywhere but SoundCloud, because that's where all the rappers are who are complaining about all this bullshit. Just kidding. I'm not paying for SoundCloud.